Yes. Yes. Well, welcome to our Emory and Henry University School of Health Sciences campus, and for this exciting event today, where we actually will cut the ribbon for our Southwest Virginia Healthcare Excellence Academy Lab School. Been a long time coming, and so we're just thrilled. Yes. We are thrilled to have Governor Youngkin and Secretary Gadira here with us, along with the elected officials and our wonderful HEALS students in the background. You will hear from a couple of them as part of our program. But what you'll hear over and over again today is the level of collaboration that has come together to put this program in place. And so, again, I just want to say I'm thrilled to welcome you. I want to just recognize a few individuals before I hand it off to Dr. Carter. But so there's multiple groups here. I'd like first to have our Emory and Henry administrators and HEALS directors and faculty to stand. Let me first introduce Dr. Mike Puglisi, who is our provost, and Dr. Blake Justice, who is our interim dean here for the School of Health Sciences campus. If y'all would stand. And then with the, I think Danny over here, wave your hand. And if you are part of the HEALS program, faculty or staff, please stand. Okay. Thank you. We also have many of our members of our governing board for the HEALS program. If you are a member of the governing board, if you would please stand. We also have many of our, many of our advisory council members here. If you are a part of the advisory council for the HEALS, please stand. I'd also ask if you are a parent of one of our HEALS students, if you would please stand. And of course, we have HEALS students lined along the back of the room standing as well. And so just so happy to have all of you here. And so at this point in time, I want to turn it over to Dr. Dennis Carter, who is the superintendent for Smith County Schools, and the origin of the idea of the lab school. Dr. Carter?
Good morning. Good morning. It's all about that, right? The kids at the back of the room. All about the students. A historic day in Southwest Virginia. So thank you all for being here. And I think that this truly highlights collaboration and what we do best in Southwest Virginia. And a lot of standing and sitting, but as I call your institution name, I'd like for you to stand. If you're a representative of this institution, you work for the institution, I'd like for you to stand. Emory and Henry University. All faculty that's related here, stand up, please. Farwell Webb, you're good. Dr. Fitzer, that would be you as president as well. Stay up. If you'll stay up. I'm proving a point here. If you'll stand up if you're part of Emory and Henry. Virginia Highlands Community College. Wytheville Community College. Old Dominion University. Glenwood Holton Governor's School. Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. Smith County Public Schools. We have several of you. So please stand, Mr. Sperry. Wythe County Public Schools, Washington County Public Schools, Bristol, Virginia Public Schools, Cornerstone Christian Academy, Ballad Health, that includes Bristol Regional Medical Center, Johnson Memorial, and Smith County Hospital, and Wytheville Community Hospital. This piece, this collaborative piece, made this happen for Southwest Virginia and our area. So let's give everyone who collaborated. So thank you. In this, our community identified a need. We found a way to make it work with legislative and governor's support. So thank you for everything that was done at the state level to make this happen. A brief overview. We have 44 current juniors in this cohort that attend class for half a day at Emory and Henry University and the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. We have 48 sophomores that will enter the program in the spring semester and will participate in experiential learning opportunities and asynchronous healthcare-specific dual enrollment courses. The unique component of our program is the shadowing opportunities in addition to the dual enrollment and healthcare-specific courses that students participate in our local hospitals. Our students, listen to this, our students have witnessed heart catheterizations, C-sections, hip replacements, among several other hospital procedures. Let's give our students a big round of applause. And at this time, we will hear remarks from Kimberlyn Hart and Ethan Parks, two of our students. Let's give them a round of applause.
Good morning. My name is Kimberlyn Hart, and I am a junior at Fort Chisholm High School, and am currently attending the Healthcare Excellence Academy Lab School, also known as HEALS. My experience here has been nothing short of wonderful. Not only has this program opened up so many learning opportunities, it has also introduced me to many different areas in the healthcare field I didn't even know existed. Before entering this program, the only careers I was familiar with was your traditional doctors, nurses, etc. Now, with the help of HEALS, I have gotten to learn and observe so many different specialties and careers. We have also been given the opportunity to shadow areas of interest. Recently, I was able to shadow the radiology department of Whitfield Community Hospital. There, I was able to see and learn about all the time and hard work it takes to get the right images. Not only did I get to witness traditional x-rays, I got to observe swallow studies and CT scans. This was a great experience that I will not forget. We have many more of these shadowing opportunities planned later this semester. This program has also provided me with the opportunity of advanced courses. These classes have introduced me and challenged me to the rigorous class structure of collegiate courses. The staff and personnel have also provided us with an amazing support system, and for that, I thank everyone who has played a part in creating and organizing this incredible program for our students. I am so fortunate to be part of the first inaugural class of the HEALS Lab School. I hope future students take advantage of this program and its incredible opportunities. I thank everyone who traveled here today, not only for your presence, but also your support. It means a lot. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ethan Parks, and I attend Abingdon High School, and I'm a junior. First and foremost, I would like to thank Mr. Lee, Mr. Davidson, Ms. Nykirk, and everyone else involved in the HEALS program for giving us the opportunity to be a part of such an amazing program. HEALS stands for the Healthcare Excellence Academy Lab School. With this, I believe that everyone in this program really puts an emphasis on the word excellence. The HEALS program has given myself and all other students within the program a great opportunity to take rigorous courses, tour many different colleges, and has allowed us to get a better understanding of all the career paths pertaining to the medical field. One of my favorite opportunities that the HEALS program has allowed us to pursue is job shadowing. I'm a junior in high school getting to see a total hip replacement. That is not something that a normal high school student or most people will get to witness. Job shadowing has allowed myself and others the opportunity to really dive into the different career paths pertaining to the medical field. Some of the departments we get to shadow include OR, ER, radiology, physical therapy, labor and delivery, and so much more. Getting to see how different specialties work has helped me realize if that specialty is for me or not. Since I want to become an orthopedic surgeon, I favor the OR. Having the privilege to shadow the specialty I want to pursue has opened my eyes to the endless possibilities of different types of surgeons I can become. Another great privilege of being in the HEALS program is receiving the opportunity to get a feel for college life by attending VHCC every day. Through this, we take some of the most rigorous courses offered with the perks of it being in person. The main class that all cohorts are currently taking through the HEALS program is anatomy and physiology. We have the chance to ask our teacher, Miss Allen, any questions or concerns we might have about any given assignment. This helps me especially receive the proper instruction of getting a teacher's immediate feedback. The HEALS program has given us the extraordinary opportunity to attend our local community college to acquire the best possible education a high schooler can have. The HEALS program has allowed myself and others a variety of opportunities to extend our education. From when we started last fall, we immediately got to work taking classes that we needed for our future profession. I am proud to call myself a member of the Healthcare Excellence Academy Lab School. Now I would like to welcome Mr. David Matlock, Executive Director of the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. Thank you.
It is my honor this morning to get to introduce Delegate Israel Quinn, who was elected to the Virginia House of Delegates on November 8th of 2011. He represents the 44th House District, which includes the city of Bristol, Washington County, and a portion of Russell County. He's been a strong advocate for Washington County and Southwest Virginia, the city of Bristol, Russell County. He works to ensure that our region is well represented in Richmond. His legislative committee's assignments include commerce and privileges, commerce and energy, privileges and elections, transportation and rules, and additionally he serves as the Deputy House Republican Leader. Now, Israel is a graduate of Emory and Henry University. I had the privilege of watching him play baseball on the varsity team while he was enrolled. He has degrees in both political science and history, and he now serves as a member of the Emory and Henry University Board of Trustees. Israel is also a graduate of Patrick Henry High School, which is right down the road in Washington County. Israel and his wife, Emily, they live here in Washington. They live in Washington County with their Cocker Spaniel, Dublin. Ladies and gentlemen, Delegate Israel Quinn.
Thank you, David. It is great to be able to be here with you today. I'm certainly honored to be part of our delegation that goes to Richmond to represent our part of the state. Governor, Secretary Gadara, great to have you back here in Southwest Virginia with us as well. So certainly excited to be here on the campus of the Emory and Henry School of Health Sciences. As you heard, I graduated from Emory and Henry in 2002. Have been on the Board of Trustees for a couple of years. If you're wondering how either of those things happened, I would say your guess is as good as mine. But nevertheless, the programming on this campus has been crucial to our university, and I've gotten to see that from the inside. And it really is not only crucial to the university, but crucial to the region. When the General Assembly set out to create lab schools, we wanted to ensure that students weren't just going to some run-of-the-mill type prep school. We didn't want them going to some school that just helps you pump your SAT score. We wanted students to be in a scenario where they would be addressing a real need in our region, and the students would actually be a vital part of that solution. And you've heard from two students today that is exactly what's happening. And this lab school, I think, is doing three primary things. First, it's providing students with education and training that you just can't get sitting in a normal classroom. The second thing it's doing is addressing the very real shortage of healthcare workers, not only nationwide, but particularly here in Southwest Virginia. It's plugging those students into a fast track to a very successful and fulfilling career. And finally, the thing it's also doing is bringing our school divisions together with our community colleges, the Higher Ed Center, the Governor's School, to partner with a university that served our region since 1836. To build the resiliency of this community that I know that we all love. That's why we live here. And certainly, I am proud to be a part of the delegation that helped to create this concept. Governor, we want to thank you and the Department of Education for specifically approving this particular school. I know we had a couple of speed bumps along the way that we had to negotiate, and we appreciate your support and the collaboration of everyone in this room who has helped to make it happen. So, it's now my honor to introduce the next speaker, the delegate who represents the 46th House District. I wasn't going to name all those localities, but they've changed a lot. So the Delegate Jed Arnold has stepped right in and done a fantastic job for Smith County and all of the 46th House District. He may be a freshman, but he doesn't operate like a freshman. And certainly is a valuable addition to our team. So please help me welcome Delegate Jed Arnold.
Good morning. Thank you, Israel, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you, Governor, for being here. For 188 years, Emory and Henry now University has been in Southwest Virginia, and it has been a beacon and light for educational resources and opportunities for Southwest Virginia. And the collaboration that is here is just tremendous. And now that our students, which are some of the brightest and greatest students in all of the Commonwealth, are now getting this opportunity to have this higher level of education in high school is just a really tremendous asset to Southwest Virginia and the Commonwealth as a whole. I'm just so thankful for the efforts that everybody had, the Southwest delegation, the governor, the local school districts, divisions, everybody for coming together to really put this issue apart. I would say that Emory Henry is, probably the preeminent place for this to happen, but they hired me at one point, so that may be something against them, I don't know. But I hope that the students that are here really take advantage of this, because opportunities in Southwest Virginia when they come, you need to see not only educationally, but in all aspects of life. And the fact that you young men and women today are seizing this opportunity is not only a testament to your efforts, but it's a testament to everybody here who knows your value and who knows what you can accomplish as you move forward in life. Now I have to transition to introduce my good friend, the senator from the 5th District, Senate of Virginia, who represents Glen, Giles, Pulaski, Smith, Tazewell, Radford. I had to look it up because there's too many Senate districts, and parts of Montgomery and Smith County. My friend and a friend to everybody in Southwest Virginia, Senator Travis Hackworth.
Well, good morning, everyone. How's everybody this morning?
Good.
It's a great day to be in Virginia and Smith County. And, I was so excited when they told me that Emory and Henry was in my district. I said, wow, this is great. And then I said, wait a minute, the campus is in Israel's district. And they said, no, the lab school. And so I got real excited about that. So this is my first time on campus, and just really excited what is going on here. And I want to thank the governor and the secretary for being here. Just to put a perspective of our governor and what he is doing for Southwest Virginia. We were meeting with a real estate agent after this, and he's just going to buy a house. The governor has been a great friend of Southwest Virginia, and when catastrophe or disaster hits, you really see what you're made out of. And the governor has just been head and shoulders, calling us. Matter of fact, there's been a time or two that I've just been like, okay, I don't even know what to do with the resources that they are wanting to send down here, because they have just been so overwhelming, helping us. And so I do want to thank the governor, the secretary for his administration for everything. But we're here today to celebrate a wonderful program that, like Israel said, has had some speed bumps. There has been some opposition. And you know what, folks? It may come as a surprise to a lot of you, but Richmond don't like change. And so when a lot of times the education community doesn't like change. And so when the governor became the governor, and we began to talk about some of the bringing Virginia into the 21st century, lab schools was one of the top priorities in his administration. And of course, here in Southwest Virginia, we had our hand up saying, start with us. We'd love to be that pilot program. We'd love to be able to showcase what we can do with our students, because I feel like our students are the best in the Commonwealth, the smartest in the Commonwealth. We've seen the scores lately, and that has proven that. So one of the many hats that I wore over the years was sitting on a hospital board, and the many meetings that we would have, the pipeline was always the issue that we would talk about. Where are we going to get our talent? Where are we going to get our nurses? Where are we going to get our physicians, our doctors, therapists? Just the list goes on and on. And so this is an answer to some of those questions. And so we're so proud to be able to have this in our backyard. We're so proud to see all of the collaboration with the high schools, with the community colleges. CT is a passion of mine, and I went all over the state and other states looking at some of the best practices that we can mimic here in Virginia. So I am proud to stand here today and as one of the leaders and pioneers of the lab schools that is going on right here in Southwest Virginia. So thank you for what you're doing, and thank you to our legislation and our legislators here that just worked so hard to make this happen. And so it's now my privilege to introduce our congressman that this is his alma mater. And Morgan actually went to the House of Delegates in 1994, served to 2011, and he was the first Republican that was elected as Majority Leader of the House in 2000. So he does a wonderful job in representing Southwest Virginia. Again, the last 4 weeks we spent more time with Congressman and his staff than we probably had the last 2 years. It's just a testament to his commitment to Southwest Virginia. So without further ado, I want to welcome to this rostrum and this microphone, Congressman Morgan Greer.
I'll let the tech team keep working. I know nothing about that stuff, and I know it's not easy, so y'all go right ahead. I am so excited to be here with you all today to celebrate. Look, this is the kind of stuff you love to see, and I'm here to celebrate because I didn't have anything to do with it. I wish I could take credit for it. I wish I could, but it was the local educators, it was the state legislators, the secretary, the governor, and Emory and Henry that did all this. And you know, I got to tell you, I was afraid Israel was going to steal my thunder. I am so thrilled to be here, and when we have other alumni with us, I know we have Chairman of the Board of Supervisors in the next county over, Washington County, Mike Rush. Let's have all the Emory and Henry alumni take a quick stand. And that is the first time I've had the opportunity to introduce alumni of a nationally ranked Division II football team. We made the top 25 in at least one of the polls. I was thrilled to see that as an Emory and Henry grad, and I'm thrilled to be with you all today for this ribbon cutting, the official ribbon cutting on the Emory and Henry University Healthcare Excellency Academy Lab School. It's an exciting project, and it is keeping with the traditions of Emory and Henry College. Shortly after I graduated, a book came out that said universities and colleges that change people's lives. And Emory and Henry was in there. And as somebody whose life was changed by Emory and Henry, I recognize that it should be in that book. And it is continuing that tradition of changing lives, and it's going to change the lives of all these high school students who get this opportunity to see the hip replacement surgery or to get involved in the medical field and realize you can do something different than what you originally thought. That's what this program is about. The state, the local government are to be congratulated. Emory and Henry's to be congratulated. And I'm glad to be here to celebrate with you all on what a fabulous achievement you have. And leading the way, along with the governor, is Secretary Ann Guderra, who it is my privilege to introduce, who's done a great job for the Commonwealth. This is not the only great thing she's done, but this is what we're celebrating today. Madam Secretary, will you please join us up here and please welcome her to the program.
So good morning, and I am so thrilled to be here. It's just an extraordinary day, such a distinguished group of people, and everyone in this room made today possible. And as I'm sitting here listening to all the conversations, I'm remembering being back in Southwest 2 years ago at the Higher Ed Center for the Southwest Summit and hearing 4 of these folks up here talking about the vision for this lab school. And I remember thinking, this is really cool. This is so amazing to think about, and everything that we had thought about that the governor launched in January 2022, which was this vision of how do we make sure that we are preparing every single student for success in life, success in careers, and how do we make sure that we build on all of the assets in the community, and you've heard this word from every speaker today, collaboration, bringing together these assets, saying how do we break down the walls between education and specifically our schools and the communities around them, including employers, higher education, community members, foundations. And I remember hearing these 4 folks on this panel talk about this and think, this is truly cool, especially because this school is going to meet not only the needs of the students, but also the needs of the community and addressing the shortage in healthcare workers in this region. And I thought this is a win-win-win. and wouldn't it be cool to watch this happen? So nothing could make me happier than to stand here today and see these students in the back of this room, but also to feel in this room the real belief that what you are building is going to change lives, the Congressman just said. Changing lives not just in this generation, but in generations to follow because of the investment that this community is making its young people and changing the way we educate people. This is a model for not just the Commonwealth, but the nation. We know that we are not getting the results that we deserve and our families deserve across the country in education. And we know we need to build better connections, and we know this has to be the responsibility of communities coming together and building the schools that they want their children to go to, that they want to teach in, and that they want to hire the graduates from. That's what you're doing here at this lab school, and I want to say thank you to everyone who's been a part of it. It's extraordinary. What you're doing is not just living up to what the governor says every day, is high expectations for every single student and making sure we're preparing people for life, but you're also making sure that we are exposing our students to the world of medicine, that they're getting experience in that world, and they're also graduating with expertise in the form of associate's degrees, college credit, industry-recognized credentials. Those are the things that are going to set these incredible students up for success. They're going to have a leg up, they're going to have a pathway that they know they're going to go on to, and they're going to fuel this economy. That was the vision that the governor launched this entire initiative with. We have 6 schools open right now. There will be 15 open by this time next year, and every single one of them is going to change what it means to be educated in Virginia. And they're all going to be looking to you. Every school in Virginia is going to look to what you all are building in this community. And I want to say thank you for the inspiration, for the incredible hard work, which has been talked about many times. You all were the little engine that could on these hills. Every time somebody pushed you backwards, you all said, we're going to do this. And I want to say thank you for sticking with it and the vision and the hard work to do that. So it's my pleasure to introduce the man of the hour, the governor, who came into office saying, how do we build schools that work for our students, for our communities, and for the future? And that's what the Lab School Initiative is about. And he is all about how do we make sure that we're preparing people for success and to make sure that Virginia thrives. And he knows in his heart, and this is why Governor Youngkin is the education governor in this country that people are watching, is because he knows when we invest in students, it not only changes their lives, but it ensures that we have vibrant communities and that we have strong economies. And that's what this is all about, is making sure Virginia and Southwest Virginia is a vibrant place to live, work, and to raise a family. So it's my pleasure, and please join me in welcoming Governor Youngkin to the podium.
Well, good morning. Secretary Gadara, thank you. Thank you for your leadership. I cannot tell you how excited I am this morning. This is a moment that I have to personalize this for a minute, that I've been thinking about literally since the day that I announced I was going to run for governor. An opportunity to change the way that we are doing education, and to do it with extraordinary young people, their parents, in a community that has come together in the most inspiring way. That is the future of education. And that's exactly what's happening here. And so the acronym HEALS, of course, captures healthcare and excellence and academy and lab school, but it literally represents what's happening in education today. Because we are not only preparing students to heal future Virginians and Americans, but I believe we're healing education as well. And that's why I am so excited to be with you today. So many people did extraordinary things. But I want to step back first and just talk about what a lab school is. Because from the minute that we said we need to create flexible, innovative pathways through our public education system, and therefore we are going to have lab schools, and
university presidents and educators and community college leaders and leaders from our institutes of higher learning all came together and stood on a stage. They smiled. We put flags up everywhere. We said we're launching lab schools, and then they said, what's a lab school? And the reality is, it is what you make it. It is customized to the region, to the needs, and to the capabilities. And when Southwest Virginia put your collective hand up and said, we know what we need a school that produces the most extraordinary healthcare workforce in the nation, and we have the capabilities to do it, that is what a lab school is. It may look slightly different in Newport News when we have one in the maritime industry, or in rural Virginia where we have one to teach teachers who will come back and teach, and one on the Eastern Shore that will be for the space industry, and one in Richmond that is for coding, on and on and on. But today, I believe the model that has been created by all of you is the model for education in the future. And so get ready. Get ready to not only be a laboratory for education for these students, but the laboratory for education of the future. Now, I want to speak to the students. Thank you. Thank you for taking risk. Your capabilities are well understood, but your courage often isn't celebrated. It takes courage to step into something new. It takes courage to take half of your school day and dedicate it to traveling all over Southwest Virginia to get to the places that unlock this opportunity. It takes courage to step into an unknown program. It takes courage to think about what you want to do in your career today, as opposed to waiting until it's on right in front of you. Thank you for having courage. You are true pioneers. And I hope you fully appreciate that you are leading something where there will be many that follow. But you will be remembered as the first to be in the HEALS program. I want to thank parents for doing all that you are going to do and have been doing in order to facilitate this. Mom, Dad, I need to get to Highlands Community College today. Mom, Dad, I have to get over to Emory and Henry today. Mom, Dad, where am I supposed to be today? Thank you. Thank you for trusting all of these amazing educators who have, I think, again, created an extraordinary opportunity. I want to thank everyone who did pull on an oar in a way that I'm not sure you fully appreciated how hard you were all going to have to pull. It's everybody from, of course, Lou Fincher here and what Emory and Henry is doing to open up this integrated platform of healthcare education, masters, baccalaureates, and high school students all together. That is amazing. I want to thank all of our community college leaders for, again, cracking open your system to students, no matter who they are, where they come from, or how old they are. I want to thank all of our school leadership, 4 different school divisions, saying what's best for the students takes priority. I want to thank our Institute of Higher Education. I want to thank everyone for putting down what you have done and picking up what could be. Now, the fact that we have seen healthcare as the chosen field for this amazing lab school is something that shouldn't be missed. You see, we're here in Southwest Virginia, and we need so many healthcare professionals. We need healthcare professionals across the Commonwealth of Virginia. We need you across America. I did happen to mention to our 2 speakers this morning as they shared with me their vision to be a biomechanical engineer.
their vision to be an orthopedic surgeon. And I said, I'm so excited for the things that you will do. Please do them here in Southwest Virginia. We'll take you back every single day of the week because we need you. Virginia needs you. And I can't wait to see the things that you do. And whether that is to attain an associate's degree or a credential along with your diploma out of high school and go straight to work in the healthcare industry, to move on and finish your education at one of our community colleges or one of our four-year universities, to then head on afterwards if you choose to get master's degrees and medical degrees. It's all going to start here. And there is an unlimited opportunity in front of each and every one of you to serve. And to serve you will. So, we gather today to celebrate an enormous amount of work that has been accomplished. But in my heart, this is a moment for us to acknowledge the tremendous works that are ahead of these students. And so here we go. Here we go on a mission to serve, a mission to heal, a mission to bring brighter days. And most importantly, a mission that fills each and every one of your hearts with something incredibly unique. Thinking about others before you think about yourself. And so, I want to thank, first of all, Secretary Guerrera and the entire ed team inside our administration. Everybody went to work. Zach Jacobs is here representing a whole bunch of the folks. Thank you. The team went to work with Superintendent Lisa Coons and our whole Department of Education. I want to thank Senator Todd Pillion, who carried the bill and didn't quite understand what we were describing. And he said, I'm with you, Governor. I'll carry it. I want to thank my colleagues in the General Assembly for advocating. Stood up when folks said, we don't want to change. We want to keep what we've been doing, as Senator Hackler said. This has been such a team effort. I want to thank our friends from Ballot Health, who believe in the future of healthcare and are willing to invest in it. Invest in internships and invest in making surgical procedures open and available. I want to thank faculty and teachers who believe so much in the future of these students that they're willing to change what they do every day in order to incorporate them. I want to thank Old Dominion University for providing such an umbrella of innovation across the whole Commonwealth. Thank you. Most importantly, I want to step back and recognize that this is about collaboration. The word is not underused. Unfortunately, it is underrealized. And this is an exemplary example of what collaboration can mean. So, when we talk about the fact that, as Danny Lee says, dreams become a reality here. Danny, I want to thank you for your leadership. We're just up here a minute. Whether you're hiding around the corner, I want to thank you for your leadership. My friends, we are at the forefront of not just education, but the forefront of healthcare education in America. And what an exciting place that is to be. May God bless all of you. May He shine His face upon you. May you feel His blessing. And most importantly, may you know that we are all for you every single step of the way. And with that, let's go cut a ribbon and get stuff going. God bless you.
So we ask the audience to head out to the front of the building where we'll do the ribbon cutting. and then this platform party will follow.
Easy, it's way anyway. I know. I didn't want to be in his way.